what it used to be when I came here 25 years ago, and had been until the 90s. It started to, you know, not. And so, in any event, that's really what we have to get back. American people expect it, American people deserve it, we know how to do it, and it's a giant kaleidoscope compass. One day you and I may be on the same side of the issue, and you may be on the other side. The next day, the two of you versus the two of us. It's regional, it's a lot of things. It's conscience, it's constitution, it's our constituencies, and it's not always partisan. So, in any event, I hope that this new class will be able to come here without a line in the middle and feel very comfortable sitting together here on the floor of the House. So this whole thing about pandas and the rest of it, really, it's cute, it's interesting, it's funny, and I love David, but it is of that moment. Hopefully that moment is past.
So let's move on with your analogies, which are excellent. Team USA. Yesterday you made a very important announcement that you're going to continue as leader. I don't know about Steny Hoyer, but many other people are very happy. Steny is wonderful, and I know he is happy. But as head of Team USA, tell me, what are the things that, fast forward, you look back, what are the three things you would like to accomplish?
Well, the reason I decided to stay, and really wasn't a prolonged thing, our elections are not finished yet, so I was engaged in helping with Steve Israel, our distinguished chairman of the DCCC, in resolving some of the still unresolved elections, as well as what I always do after every election is call the people who did not succeed in the election. They succeeded in terms of their presentation, but will not be coming here because it's very silent for them. Everybody else has bells and whistles. So I was attending to the way I do things, and then when I attended to this, the overriding forces in my decision were four things. About health. It's about the health care bill and my vested interest in making sure from a congressional standpoint that it is implemented so that people, as is intended, that it's a right for many Americans, not privileged, just a few, to have access to quality health care. Secondly, for the health of our economy, that we have fairness as we go into these discussions, whether it's fiscal sequestration, whatever, that we have a healthy economy that's fair and that works. Be agnostic about some of the decisions. Just go to the table. Is it fair? Does it work? Does it grow the economy? Does it reduce the deficit? Does it create jobs? Third, the health of our planet. The climate issue and energy independence has always been a priority for me. I established a select committee on this, and I chaired it when I was speaker. Mr. Boehner abolished it. But nonetheless, the problem of climate crisis has not gone away with the same. And then the fourth, and this is really, really important, I think, to our country, the health of our political system. The role of money in campaigns is so out of whack as to what should be. Our founders, they sacrificed their lives, their liberty, their sacred honor, in their words, for a government of the many, not the government of the money. And we must, I issue a dare, disclose. Barack Obama approved this message. Nancy Pelosi, I approve this message. You name it, everybody has to say that. But these massively wealthy people who pour tens of millions and ready to fill hundreds of millions of dollars into the political process, and corporate America, which is not supposed to be involved in a corporate way in the elections, undisclosed. Be proud of what you're doing. Let your shareholders, your customers, your employees know that money's going in, and let the recipient of the message know the source of the message. Disclose. D. A. Amend the Constitution to overturn Citizens United. It must be done. Reform the system. I'm talking about take it to public financing of campaigns. You could call it something else that's not so menacing. But that's what you have to reduce reduce that role of money significantly. DAR, elect reformers, I don't care what party they are, or blue or green or whatever, that they are there to protect our democracy. Some people say, oh, that big money didn't have an impact on the election. Oh, well, it did. It didn't have as much impact because big money countered. The President of the United States, the most famous person in the world, maybe in the whole galaxy, in a long time. He had to spend $1 billion to set the record straight. So it isn't that it didn't have an impact. It lost because it didn't have the battle of ideas and the leadership. But it does have an impact very directly where you don't have somebody as famous as the president, or even as famous.
Well, in a congressional district,
It makes a big difference. A huge difference. These giant congressional races into about $10, $12 million races, that's really wrong. So if you reduce the role of money, increase the level of civility, you'll elect many more women, many more young people, many more minorities, which Congress are too all electable. But this role of big money, they spent $7 million in the outside groups against Henry Douglas. When we had a counter, ups the ante, it has to go. It isn't right. It isn't right. Now I can compete with a lot of people, and I have a following, and people trust my values as well as my plan politically and the rest. But so I know how to raise money, but it shouldn't. We have to reduce the rules so that it lowers the threshold for participation for many more people.
I want to move to the news for just a minute.